And here we go. We are live, broadcasting across the internet, week after week, month after month. The universe may end. We may all die from coronavirus, but the Squatchable podcast indoors. Joining me, as always, from outside Tennessee. Well, no, in Tennessee. Outside Memphis, Tennessee. Great. Down at the first hurdle. Brilliant. The show's already over. Great.
This is wonderful. It's going to be great.
Nikki Slick. Nikki, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
And joining us from the Louisiana Bayou. That was a terrible impression, and I apologize. Colonel Chubbs, welcome.
Hey, if all goes right, the world will end next week. You're going to be good. This is going to be awesome. Sorry, Chubbs. Go ahead. I cut you off.
That's all right. Greetings to everyone.
And if you enjoy Colonel Chubbs, Slick, Phil Pulling, who is still on vacation and we hope will return next week. You may enjoy Badly Drawn Misadventures of Two Bigfoot. Head on over to Facebook and Bigfooting with Keith and Colin, where this week the Chupacabra will set out to clear his name. Or her name, Purse demands a little girl.
Oh, okay.
And without further ado, I am your host, Richard Allen. Let's just get on with it. Our first video comes from the one, the only, The Truth Prevails, where they've done a lovely 9-minute video on the antics of Sasquatch, Ontario. Sasquatch, Ontario. We miss you. We really do. 12 years of Mike Flower. The fisheye photo. This dude just puts it all together in one nice video for everyone to see. All the evidence we have that this man is hoaxing. Nikki, did you watch this video?
I watched all the videos except for the one that was 22 minutes long and looked like a guy with just his kids and his wife and I don't know. I watched all of them. I enjoyed all the ones that I did watch. And I loved this one. I actually laughed kind of a bit. Just, people are dumb.
People are dumb. People actually fell for this.
That's what I'm saying. And once he goes into like how he does the footprints and how he did the speech, and the speech was just so, I don't know. It's so bad. Like, it's just someone speaking on an inhale. That's what it sounds like. I enjoyed this video quite a bit. Like you really did a bang up job with all the videos this week, honestly.
I did. I really found some quality crap from the bottom barrel.
I loved it.
Chubbs, what did you think of this video?
It brought back a lot of memories. I remember when he hit and there was so many people that were just standing so much by him, and then nobody said a word when the hoaxing came out. But for me, the biggest red flag with him that comes up with a lot of people, he loved to say that he's not going to actually take a picture of the Sasquatch because he respects them. And that's always a big red flag because then he's just saying he has no actual proof. But the video was a nice summary of what we all went through. It was fun.
It was indeed a good laugh for us all. We all had a good giggle at the antics of Sasquatch, Ontario. The hoax, of course, finally ended when the guy doing the voice came out and said, "Hey, I'm doing the voice," and chucked Ontario off his land. But, Sasquatch, Ontario, Facebook Find Bigfoot, the tent video, the Hank hoax, Daisy in a Box. These are all videos we can look back and laugh at. Hoaxes that we can just look back, laugh at, and go,
I think it's great. I think it's great that it says on multiple occasions that people that were researching and his neighbors had caught him like yelling out the window in the Bigfoot voice. Could you imagine just like going to investigate and then you've got like some guy, I don't know, just creepily poking his head out the window, just all like bad.
Bit weird, eh? Not normal, even for Bigfoot people. Yeah, we can see how he's making the fake footprints now. This guy's really good. He goes into a lot of detail about how it was done. So, as always, the links are in the description. Please give these people a view. I try to pick people with very few subscribers and viewers. So, give them a like and a watch. Get them numbers up, especially this guy.
He did a good job. Yeah, it's an entertaining video, and I don't know. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Yep.
He's a fan. Alrighty then, moving on to our next great story. The Salt Fork Lake Where's Bigfoot? 22 minutes. This is the one Nikki didn't watch.
I tried.
But as you can see, this is, it's just a standard research video. He hasn't even bothered to get a decent camera. This is some dude literally with his phone out, walking through a car park. Maybe at some point we'll see Bigfoot. Maybe we won't. If Bigfoot does exist, and that's a big if, the last place this thing's going to be is in Salt Fork State Park. Let me tell you, that place is literally infested with Bigfoots. There are actually signs up in Salt Fork State Park saying, please do not Bigfoot here. Seriously? Okay.
I know.
He's having
I just think that what lost me is how long he spends like doing this, where I'm like, he's not going to see a Bigfoot anywhere. It starts in a parking lot. I don't know. I get it. He's probably saying something special while he's walking towards the woods
with his kids
and his wife.
And his wife.
Because Bigfoot's going to show up when you've got like a bunch of snot goblins.
Wow.
Sorry.
Nikki's about as maternal as a crocodile.
Kinda, yeah. I just immediately was like, this is a bad setup. And then, like, I fast forwarded through it and listened here and there. So,
Yeah, this guy just walks through Salt Fork State Park for 22 minutes, and Salt Fork State Park is Sasquatch out. There's no Bigfoot there. I mean, I would bet my life on that. Chubbs, what did you think of this video?
Well, it's at the very end. He says he would not believe in a Bigfoot unless he saw one. And I would just like to point out that he makes it clear in the video that he's a God-fearing person. And I think that's very ironic that that's the stance he's going to take. Because, no, he doesn't say anything else throughout the whole video until the very end. And he says, no, I had to keep my son from believing in YouTube Bigfoot videos. I wouldn't believe one unless I saw it. God bless everyone. Jesus saves. And maybe I'm just biased because I'm an atheist, but I was like, okay, man, well, that's ironic, but okay. But no, he doesn't say anything till the end, and that's all he really says.
What does that have to do with being a Christian or I don't.
Well, it was James Bobo Fay who said, we have more proof of Bigfoot than Jesus. We have more in current sightings. What?
Shh. Oh. No, it's all good. You're not going to offend me at all. I think I was just curious. I just I just don't know if he's like, they can't believe in Bigfoot because they're Christian. That doesn't.
No. I'm saying it's ironic that he's a believer in God, and that's fine, but you cannot see God. And he said, I can't believe Bigfoot unless I see one.
I got you.
I just said it's ironic,
Yeah,
because he's very stern about that, and I'm like, okay, well, you're not even giving it a shot.
Well, if you believe the word of Matt Johnson, and I believe we all do on this podcast.
We absolutely do, yeah.
The only way you can see Bigfoot is to have belief in Jesus and God and an open and pure heart. So this dude's making inroads. He's trying his hardest.
But yeah, I don't know what the video has to, like, why he would label it Bigfoot. Like, it is like 1 second of him mentioning Bigfoot at all.
He's just hanging out the lake with his family.
Yeah.
He's just a guy that put Bigfoot in the title of his video. Basically, he just goes for a walk. If you can see in the back there, big dark cloud, probably Bigfoot there. Those shapes in the distance, they're Ryan Redding Bigfoots. Yeah, he's having a good time. Good time in noodle salad. This was 22 minutes. You know, give it a watch.
Yeah, give it a watch.
Unless you're Nikki, then don't.
And then don't just flip through it and just try to find some scenery where he's actually in the woods looking for Bigfoot, and then go, oh, I don't see any of that.
Our next story comes from Buckeye Bigfoot.
Oh, there were so many of these. I enjoyed this. Like, what, 4 stories?
We have a collection of Bigfoot sightings and reports from Phil Shaw. And there's like Nikki said, 4 videos, 4 reports about various Bigfoot encounters. It's all quality. It's the usual stuff. Vague.
Great narrator.
What was that?
I said she's a great narrator.
Yes, she paints a secret.
And I giggled through some of, like, especially the first one. He found 2 rock formations. One was old and one was new. How do you know that?
Right.
Secondly, like, why do Bigfoot make rock formations? Are they just, I don't know, playing Jenga? Or...
It is not our place to question the large-footed one.
I just want to start going into the woods now and setting up rocks.
Don't do that. You'll just encourage them.
Just for fun, and then like throw some like sticks together and put the rocks in the middle of them, and like maybe they'll think that they found the Jesus of the Bigfoots or something. Like
make a pentagon out of sticks.
It's sticks and a rock figure. Sasquatch is definitely here. I'll do it next to a tree that's been, bowed over by the wind. It'll be awesome. I'll get on that. There's woods all over.
They do have those fireless pits. I don't know if you ever. It's a circle, and they go, "This a Bigfoot's been here, but they don't use it for fire." And it's like, okay, nice call.
If you just eat some really weird stuff and then take a dump in the middle of the circle, they'll like sift through it and be like, "My gosh." Yeah. It'll be great. Like, and I'm not that far away from Shelby Forest. I could make this happen.
Don't let your dreams be dreams, Nikki. Make it happen.
Someday I'm gonna just do stuff like that and take my giant brother-in-law and nephews and force them to wear giant fursuits.
Just put a carpet over them.
Basically, yeah.
Just be like, you're Bigfoot now. Walk from here to there. Build a little street structure. Cool Kelly Shaw. So yeah, it's a nice collection of Bigfoot reports. I enjoyed it. Nikki enjoyed it. Chubbs, did you enjoy it?
Yeah. I like the way they put it together, so it's easy to understand and it wasn't boring. A lot of times these videos with stories are just somebody in a monotone voice, but I got into it to where I enjoyed it. So yeah, I did.
So give this one a watch. Links in the description. We move on now to this gem. The one that the only Todd standing in the background. You can see his Winkfoot. In this video, he defends the Bigfoot running up the side of a hill video, which there's no defending it, Todd. I'm just going to be honest. There is no defending that video. It is clearly fake. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Go on a rant. Do it.
But Todd, I'm saving my rant for the next one. But this one, Todd, he delivers his story with his usual eloquence. He's got a dictionary in front of him. He's using long words. He's telling about how great he is, how awesome he is, how this video is clearly real. goes into a bit of detail about the Sasquatches, and well, you can't see me making finger quotes, but I'm making air quotes right now. You know, it's just some good quality Todd Standing entertainment. Nikki.
He goes and at the very beginning talk about how he sends these to all these news places and they can't prove it's fake. So they just don't know what to do. Same with DNA and whatnot. And like the whole breakdown of measuring the tree and everything, I my brain hurts because I was like, this isn't even you can't even the first picture, by the way, that makes him look so much shorter than this other person. Like they made this dude have no legs. Like, did you notice that his legs were super short? He's supposedly 6'5". He has 0 legs. And I don't know. It's not like it's scientific. Yeah, just pull it up there. He puts them up like on top of each other a bit further on, and then yeah. But whenever they redid it, they made it so that he was like at one place and most of his body was covered by foliage. Why didn't they use that shot right there?
Yeah.
Where you can clearly see where his feet are instead of covering half of them in foliage and then just, you know.
Why would you show the actual video again? That's what
And,
I don't get.
and
Why
if you
would
look,
you show the one on the left?
Yeah, well, and the thing is if you look, he has to step up just as much as the dude that's 6'5" has to step up.
Yeah.
He just made a leap out of it, so it looked like it was easier to do. Like, see, and it looks like that was sped up.
It was stuff. I mean, let's rewind that, shall we? Because based on where the so here we go. He's slowing it down. Here we go. Right, and you can see it's just standing there. Wait, it's just standing there, and then it just runs up a hill.
Right? It's like he was, preparing himself for another shot or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's not be too cynical. Right?
And go now.
I just don't know why he would try and defend this. Why I don't understand at all why he'd go, all right, I've made this video. It's awful. I'm going to publish it on the internet and then I'm going to try and defend it. You know? Am I just crazy?
No, you're not. No, because like what he's about to do here, like I said, if you just fast forward a little bit more, you'll see where they red outline. Like it takes them forever, by the way. I guess that's so that he can talk. You'll see a red outline of him. And the way that they do his legs for someone that's 6'5" is actually kind of funny. Because I was like, there's no I know people that are 6'5", and of course you sometimes have people that have longer torsos and legs and whatnot, but there's no way that he could see, like, you could see his legs go down for at least a little bit longer because you could see the shadow of his legs throughout the thing, but they stop him right there. So he's just like a dude with little legs.
Here we go. And now we're going to outline the well, it's Todd standing in a suit. Here we go. Like he's getting a good outline there, and I just don't get it. Why would you post this video and expect anyone to believe you? Even his die-hard followers are like, "Really, Todd? Really?"
Yeah, good old copy and paste technique. This is how you know when something's real.
State-of-the-art technology.
Right there. Boom.
And we just have to take your word for that.
Yeah, because look, his feet are actually further down. But look at his legs. Like I'm 6'5" and I've got itty bitty legs. Because his feet go down a bit further. If they would have done that, he would have been closer. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like.
and then the aspect ratio. Oh no, we're gonna do a different one, and it's gonna show him to be like 10 feet tall. It's so dumb.
Quality. It's absolute quality. But let's just see the video one last time. For my sake. for the sake of sanity, really. Here we go. So, we've got the slow motion there. Todd's there. This is apparently where the film was taken, even though the street line. Look, he's just standing there. Cue. Up the hill he goes. And you can see from the trees that it's a completely different location to where Todd's filming it anyway. Oh, classic Todd standing. Sorry, me and Nikki sort of monopolised that, Chubbs. Do you have anything to say?
Actually, yeah. I like how he repeats over and over again that the figure is faster than the fastest man in the world.
I caught that too.
Yeah, he kept saying that, and I'm like, well, I don't know how you would calculate that from the 2 steps, or how you know the fastest. Fine, okay. And the other thing for me, and this gets me with Todd a lot, is he loves to start his videos with, I'm the man who takes people to see Bigfoot. And this video, when he showed around, nobody wanted to go out with him. And I can tell you, I know at least 5 people I can name offhand, researchers or such, that would go with him. But he always says that, and he doesn't ever back any of that up. So that's just me, maybe, but I know people who would go with him. But no, he takes people to see him, but I don't know who these people are.
His friends who don't mind lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's we've got some classic standing here. For those of you who enjoy a cheap laugh, I'd strongly recommend you go and watch this video because it's a good giggle. And for our final story of the night, it's that time of the month, ladies and gentlemen. When
It's
I
your
can
favorite person.
It is. It's my favourite person. We've got a lovely little post from Matthew Johnson here in his never-ending quest to out-bullshit himself. And I'm sorry for swearing, but that's the only thing I can say. For those of you who can't read, I learned something very interesting. Not that you can't read because it's blurry or something. I learned something very interesting this morning while sound asleep. I was dreaming about playing in a basketball game. Suddenly, while running on the court, I collapsed. My teammates and coaches came running over to help me. I was losing energy, feeling dizzy, and everything was turning white. While still sleeping and dreaming, I heard Zorth's voice say, "Wake up and check your blood sugar level." I woke up. I was feeling dizzy, and then somewhat confused. And then I heard Zorth's voice again say, "Check your blood sugar level." I can't really do a Zorth voice. I don't know what he'd sound like.
Apparently, you have to breathe in while talking.
Oh no, Matthew Johnson is very firm on the fact that Squatch, Ontario is a hoaxer. So that tells you.
Matthew. The next paragraph. I'm wondering, is he trying to like get some free endorsement? Like just like hook me up with some of those freestyle Libra implants.
I use the app on my phone and scan the freestyle Libra implant on my arm. My blood sugar level was 74, too low.
Not true.
Then what? Oh yeah, your significant others.
No, well, no, it's not really considered too low until it hits 70. Like somewhere between like 75 and like 100 is pretty normal. So not too low, especially if he's been sleeping through the night. So whatever. He wasn't gonna die, is what I'm saying.
He wasn't gonna die.
Yeah.
Then I heard Zorth's voice say, "Wake up, Cynthia. Wake up. Have her get some sugar for you to consume." I learned a few years ago not to argue with the Xanu. Or Xenu, or however you say it. I woke up Cynthia and showed her the 74 blood sugar level. She knew exactly what to do. Damn it.
Got him a candy bar. She keeps a hidden stash. I've memorized it. So
here we go. Yeah, she quickly walked to the kitchen and back to the bedroom. She bought me half a Hershey chocolate bar. My blood sugar went back up. Anyway, I learned something very interesting this morning. My wife is hiding chocolate bars from me.
Well, apparently you're diabetic, and the Bigfoot saved you from an average resting blood sugar level. And yeah, and then your wife gave you a candy bar instead of some real food, which is great for diabetics. Good job all the way around.
You sound unconvinced, Nikki.
Just everything is wrong. Because he was like 74, and I was like,
That's
Dean
the
says that he has type 2 diabetes. 74 makes you feel a little funny, maybe. Down in the 60s, yeah, you start feeling loopy. But usually when you're sleeping, like somewhere between 70 and 99 is a pretty decent place to be. I've been down there too. Like I've been down at like 68 or whatever and started feeling really messed up. So I guess it's just the person, but I wouldn't give someone a candy bar. There's so many other things that you can give them that would not completely kill, like, because it's going to spike up a sugar and then just mess them up.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. Well, like I said, this is just a never-ending quest now to just produce more and more bullshit. That will.
Can we just keep it? Like, we should just comment on everything that Matthew Johnson does. It's like, it's very fun for me.
Yeah, it would be all I did. I used to run a blog, 4
I know.
blogs a day,
I used to read it.
2 of which were about Matthew Johnson, at least. I mean,
Yeah.
everything that can be said about it has been said. I'm happy to pill it up, but I just feel like everyone would get bored if it was a weekly thing.
Would we though?
One thing I got from this, and he's said many a times, Johnson, that like he gets healed and people get healed. I think it's a little greedy on the Xenu that they're only going to hang out at his house and help people.
That's right.
There's more people to help around the world, but they just want to hang with him.
Well, if they're healing people, why the fuck does he have diabetes at all?
There you go.
I mean,
But
surely
it's under control because he had a 74.
Why aren't the Xanu fixing his, glucose?
His diabetes? Because,
Yeah.
He might like his pasta.
He saved their entire race. The least they could do is fix his glucose levels.
Yeah.
I can fix his glucose levels. Put him on a strict vegan diet for like a month. That'll work for a little bit. And then as soon as he eats a little Debbie, it's over.
Wow.
Back to the drawing board.
Nice. Well, that'll wrap us up for this week. We will return this next week, despite the hopes of many. Hopefully, Phil will be back. Can't make any promises on that. If not, I'm sure Chubbs will be happy to fill in again.
Like having Chubbs here.
Thank you. Maybe. I'm always honored to be here.
He's a lot nicer than we are. I like surrounding myself with nice people.
Maybe even if Phil comes back, we should keep Chubbs.
Heck yeah, I'm down with that.
Just roll with the 4 of us. Are you all right with that, Chubbs?
Absolutely.
Nice. Well, there you go then. The 4 Musketeers will be reunited next week. Not 3, 4. There's 4 of us, so it doesn't work with 3. We will return then, despite the hopes of many. I've been Richard, she's been Nikki, he's been Chubbs, saying good night. And as the Rougarou says, mon ami!